Have you ever wondered, what does the man with the most stressful job in the world, the President of the United States, eat every day to maintain his health, memory, and sharp mind? It may sound distant, but in reality, it is very close to us. Because at the end of the day, the President is still human. He needs to eat, to sleep, to take care of his health in order to fulfill his duties. And if a diet is strong enough to help him endure that enormous pressure, surely there are lessons in it that we, those of us entering our golden years, can apply to our daily lives. Many people often imagine that meals in the White House are always luxurious. Thick steaks, expensive wines, caviar. But the truth is completely different. The eating habits of many US presidents are very simple, even modest. They don't eat to show wealth, they eat to keep their bodies strong and their minds clear, and that is exactly what we need to care about. After 60, health is no longer what it once was. Memory fades more easily. The heart and blood pressure become more sensitive. Each meal, therefore, is not just to fill the stomach, but is truly a kind of medicine for the entire day. Eat right and we feel light and clear-headed. Eat wrong and we feel tired, sluggish, even at risk of disease. Think about it. If a man who faces hundreds of decisions every single day can still maintain clarity through a proper diet, why shouldn't we? Who only need to take care of our families, grandchildren, and our own well-being learn to do the same. The story of what American presidents eat is not meant to make us admire or compare, but to remind us of a simple truth. Health begins at the dining table, and the difference lies in the simple, steady choices we make every single day. In the next part, we will dive into breakfast, the meal that every health expert calls the foundation of the day. What do American presidents choose for breakfast? And what can we, after 60, learn from them? How do your mornings usually begin? With a cup of coffee, a sweet pastry on the run, or sometimes nothing at all? The truth is, many people after 60 often think breakfast is just a habit. If I have it, fine. If not, it doesn't matter. As long as I take my medicine, but our bodies don't think that way. After a long night, they are waiting to be refueled. Like a car running on empty that we keep trying to drive. What's interesting is that many US presidents, men who work from early morning until late at night, choose very simple breakfasts. Not fancy, but powerful enough to give them steady energy through an intense day. For example, a bowl of oatmeal cooked with low-fat milk, topped with a few slices of banana or a handful of blueberries. Simple, yes. But it keeps blood sugar stable, helps you feel full longer, and gives the mind clarity, much more than just drinking coffee alone. Or a boiled egg, a slice of whole grain bread with a little peanut butter. Just enough protein to keep the muscles strong, and healthy fats to keep the brain working smoothly. These little things are actually the secret to staying sharp all morning long. I know many people enjoy sweets in the morning. A donut, a piece of cake, quick and tasty. But just 2 hours later, the body starts trembling, vision blurs, and the mind feels foggy. That's because sugar spikes and then crashes too quickly. And that's also why many people feel drained right at the start of the day. Meanwhile, if we switch to eating simply, like American presidents, some oatmeal, an egg, a few slices of fruit, The body maintains steady energy all morning, without the sudden highs and lows. The important point is this: breakfast does not need to be luxurious. It does not need to be complicated. It only needs to be right. Right means low in sugar, rich in nutrients, and gentle on the body as it wakes up. And you will see, just by changing your breakfast for 1 week, your body will feel completely different. Lighter, clearer, less prone to cravings. Many people over 60 even share that they sleep better at night when their mornings begin with the right breakfast. In the next part, we will uncover another secret: why vegetables and fruits are almost never absent from the president's table, and why this is the golden key to slowing aging, something that 98% of older adults overlook. Vegetables and fruits, the anti-aging powerhouse. If you look closely, on almost any dining table in the White House, there is always something familiar: fresh vegetables and fruit. It may not sound special, but this simple habit is the secret to maintaining health, slowing aging, and keeping the mind sharp. The truth is, vegetables and fruits are the kind of foods we all know we should eat, but often neglect. Many people after 60 prefer rice with meat or fish, while pushing vegetables to the side. Sometimes a meal includes just a few slices of cucumber or a tomato wedge, just for form. But for American presidents, it's different. They are always advised that in every meal, vegetables and fruits should take up at least half the plate. That's because they contain nutrients no supplement can replace. Dark leafy greens, broccoli, spinach, rich in vitamin K and calcium, essential for strong bones and lowering the risk of fractures in old age. Carrots and pumpkin, high in beta-carotene, the precursor of vitamin A, to support vision and strengthen the immune system. Fruits like apples, blueberries, bananas provide vitamin C and powerful antioxidants that protect brain cells from aging and stress. You may ask, if I already take supplements, do I really need that many vegetables and fruits? The fact is, nutrients from natural foods are absorbed far more effectively than from pills. And fruits and vegetables also provide fiber, something supplements can never give. Fiber keeps the intestines working smoothly, prevents constipation, and more importantly, nourishes the gut microbiome, which is directly linked to memory and mood. Interestingly, studies in the United States show that people who eat vegetables and fruits daily have a 20 to 30% lower risk of dementia compared to those who eat little. That's why nutritionists for US presidents insist vegetables and fruits must always be present on the plate. For us, the lesson is very simple. Treat vegetables and fruits as natural medicine. At every meal, a bowl of steamed greens, a plate of salad, or simply an apple for dessert. Don't think that pills are enough. Fruits and vegetables are the foundation that makes supplements work. You will notice that when you eat vegetables and fruits regularly, your skin looks brighter, your sleep becomes deeper, and your memory feels steadier. This is not just theory. It is proven by the lived experience of millions of older adults around the world. In the next part, we'll talk about lean protein, why presidents often choose chicken salmon or lean beef instead of fatty dishes, and why this is the key to staying strong and mentally sharp after 60. Have you noticed something? After 60, our bodies grow weaker, not just because our bones lose density, but because our muscles slowly shrink. This is called age-related muscle loss. And when muscle mass decreases, we not only lose strength and mobility, but also the flexibility that once kept us moving with ease. That is why on many American presidents' dining tables, lean protein is always a daily companion. Instead of thick, fatty steaks, they often choose grilled chicken, low in fat, high in protein, easy to digest. Salmon, packed with omega-3s, good for the heart and nourishing for the brain. Lean beef, an excellent source of iron and vitamin B12, helping the body fight fatigue. The key lies in preparation. No deep frying, no heavy sauces. Usually just grilling, steaming, or boiling. This way, nutrients are preserved, while harmful excess fats are avoided. Did you know? Omega-3s in salmon and fatty fish have been proven to reduce inflammation, improve memory, and lower the risk of dementia. That's why many American doctors recommend people over 60 eat fish at least twice a week. In addition, lean protein helps the body produce neurotransmitters, the signals that allow the brain to function clearly. Without enough protein, the brain tires easily, memory falters, and mood declines. For older adults, adding lean protein each day does not mean eating large amounts of meat. It means choosing the right type and the right portion. A grilled piece of chicken the size of your palm or a moderate portion of salmon is enough for one meal. Combine it with vegetables and fruit, and your body already has a strong foundation for health. Unfortunately, many people do the opposite. Eating a lot of fatty meats, but little fish, little vegetables, and then complaining of fatigue, poor sleep, or memory loss. In truth, just a small change, less fat, more salmon, more lean chicken, can transform health dramatically. So, the lesson from the presidential plate is this: choose lean protein over fatty foods. It doesn't need to be fancy or luxurious. It only needs to be simple, correct, and consistent. In the next part, we will look at something that seems small but has an enormous impact. Snacks. Why do US presidents often avoid pastries and soda, instead reaching for nuts, yogurt, or dried fruit? And why can this tiny habit keep both the heart and the brain stronger after 60? Many people think snacks are just something extra, not important. But did you know? What we put into our mouths between meals may actually decide whether our heart and brain are being protected or harmed. In the White House, nutritionists always advise the president to stay away from soda, pastries, and fried snacks. Just one can of soda a day can raise the risk of type 2 diabetes by more than 25%. And for older adults, that also means higher risks of stroke, heart disease, and memory loss. So what does the president eat when he needs a little something to keep going? The answer is simple. A small cup of Greek yogurt, rich in probiotics, good for digestion and immunity. A handful of almonds or walnuts, full of healthy fats that keep blood vessels flexible and memory sharp. A few pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, loaded with magnesium and zinc to nourish the nervous system. It may sound simple, but these right choices help keep energy steady, avoid sluggishness, and most importantly, protect the heart. I know that at this age, many people enjoy an afternoon cup of tea with a few sweet cookies. It's a habit tied to memories of younger years, but it no longer serves us well. The sugar in cookies adds weight, overworks the liver and pancreas, and leaves the brain less alert. Try making just a small change. Keep the hot tea, but swap the cookies for a few almonds. or enjoy a small yogurt cup with some fresh fruit. With such a change, you'll feel lighter, no longer heavy after the afternoon snack, and you'll likely sleep better at night. Studies in the US show that older adults who replace sweets with nuts and yogurt as snacks have up to a 30% lower risk of heart disease. More importantly, they preserve memory and significantly reduce the risk of early brain aging. The key thing to remember is this: snacking itself is not bad. Snacking the wrong way is bad. If we turn snacks into an opportunity to add healthy nutrients, our bodies will benefit tremendously. Do you agree with me? So often we focus on supplements and vitamins, yet forget about one free medicine available to all of us every day: water. In the White House, health doctors always remind the president: stay hydrated. With stress, constant travel, and endless meetings, even slight dehydration can cause fatigue, poor concentration, and headaches. And the truth is, older bodies are even more sensitive to dehydration. After 60, our sense of thirst weakens. Many think, if I'm not thirsty, I don't need to drink. But by that point, the body is already running low on water. What are the benefits of proper hydration? Keeps the blood thin and circulation smooth, easing the workload on the heart. Helps the kidneys filter toxins, lowering the risk of kidney stones, a common concern for older adults. Supports the intestines, preventing constipation, something many over 60 still struggle with. Most importantly, maintains brain hydration. Our brains are over 70% water. When dehydrated, memory slips, moods turn irritable, and reaction time slows. Research in the US shows that being just 1 to 2% short of daily water needs can lower concentration by as much as 20%. For older adults, that could mean a higher risk of falls, confusion, or even stroke. But how should we drink water the right way? Sip small amounts throughout the day, instead of gulping down large cups at once. In the morning, drink a warm glass of water after waking to start circulation. Drink half a cup about 30 minutes before meals to help digestion. Avoid too much water right before bedtime to prevent nighttime urination and lost sleep. And don't confuse water with soft drinks or soda. Carbonated, sugary drinks, or even packaged juices cannot replace pure water. They overwork the liver and pancreas, spike blood sugar, and pose serious risks for older adults. Some enjoy sparkling mineral water or energy drinks. But at our age, these can be harmful. Carbonated water may cause bloating, while energy drinks, with their high caffeine content, can raise heart rate and blood pressure. Very dangerous. The best choice is still pure water or light mineral water, sipped steadily throughout the day. Simple, inexpensive, yet a miracle medicine for the brain, the heart, and circulation. So, from breakfast, vegetables, lean protein, smart snacks, to proper hydration, everything has one thing in common: simple but scientific, consistent and steady. My dear friends, after walking through this journey, one thing is clear. The diet of an American president is not luxurious, not complicated. It is ordinary, even simple, but strong enough to sustain health, clarity, and stamina for the toughest job in the world. The key is not eating a lot or eating fancy, but eating right and consistently. Breakfast to start the day. Vegetables and fruits to fight aging. Lean protein to preserve muscle and brain function. Smart snacks with nuts and yogurt instead of sweets. and water as your free medicine every day. It may look simple, but these small choices make a big difference. I know many of us may think, I'm old now, it doesn't matter how I eat. But no, my friends. Every meal is a chance to feel a little younger, a little stronger, and a little happier. After 60, the body is like a garden. If we water it, nourish it, and clear away weeds, it stays green, blooms, and bears fruit. If we neglect it, it dries and withers all too quickly. So let the lessons from a president's plate be a gentle reminder to us. Don't skip breakfast. Don't forget vegetables and fruits. Don't reach for easy sweets and ignore the treasure in small nuts. And never wait until you're thirsty to drink water. We don't need to live in the White House to eat wisely. Right in our own kitchens, we can practice these lessons every day, every meal. If you found today's sharing helpful, please leave a comment and tell me, which change will you begin with? Breakfast, vegetables, or water? And if you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to subscribe so we can continue this journey together. A journey of living healthy, living joyful, and living fully after 60.